Tonight, 732 Arkansas foster children will fall asleep waiting in the state system for a family to adopt them. And tonight we share some of their stories. I'm Dawn Scott, and thank you for watching this special Place to Call Home, Finding Forever. THV 11 began a partnership with DHS in late 2009, and once a month we introduce you to a child in need of a loving family. So far, we have profiled 128 children from across the state. 72 of them have been adopted. That includes 3 sisters we featured last year. Their wish came true when a couple met them and brought them home. Well, hundreds more children have not yet been adopted, and they sit tonight dreaming of that forever home. One of them, 16-year-old Ruby Lynn, a teenager who, along with sibling groups, are among the toughest to place. Still, she holds out hope that she will find her place to call home.
I'm going to probably remove most of his digit.
Veterinarian Dr. Bob Hale puts into words exactly what's about to happen to the cat in his care. Ruby Lynn is shadowing Dr. Hale this day, and for her, this is a dream come true.
It's been amazing.
The 16-year-old wants to be a vet tech one day. Well, already she's in training. This feline has cancer in its paw.
I think this little cancer extends further back.
Okay.
So I'm going to go back further. Okay, so you okay with that?
Ruby Lynn is only fascinated as the cat is prepped for surgery.
It's okay.
It's okay.
Dr. Hale takes his time sharing with Ruby Lynn his every move.
I'm just going to kind of numb her up with some lidocaine.
Even asks for her help. Ruby Lynn ready and willing.
Would you like me to get you another one?
Give me one more.
This teen who loves science is right at home helping animals.
They've just been a savior to my life. Like, I've always had an animal, and so I mean, like, if I was down or depressed, I would talk to it, and he would just look up at her. She would look up at me, you know. And they've basically saved my life so many times.
Saved her life. Hard to believe looking at her this day, seeing her smile. What exactly she's lived through. She's been a foster child without a mom, a dad, without a permanent home for nearly 5 years.
My mom wasn't taking care of me good enough.
Needless to say, the ups and downs of a life in the system take a toll.
Like when my mom was supposed to come for visits or something and she didn't, it was like really upsetting.
But today that upset was nowhere near. Ruby Lynn giving love to the dogs and cats at Briarwood Animal Hospital, helping Dr. Hale finish up surgery.
We're so lucky to have you here.
It was just fun to help and get to wrap up the hand of the poor kitty that had to have cancer cut off. And it was just really fun to come out here today.
Ruby Lynn knows at her age she could very well age out of the system without ever finding her family. But she's not giving up hope. Hope of one day becoming a vet tech, and hope of one day having a mom and a dad.
I think I would enjoy it a lot more than I should. Just having someone stern and tell me what I can and cannot do, and when to be back and stuff like that.
Special thanks to Dr. Bob Hale. Now, Ruby Lynn told me that it was one of the best days of her life. If you want to know more about her, log on to THV11.com. And we have much more coming up. There's a need in the state for foster families, like one couple from South Arkansas. THV 11's Denise Middleton introduces us coming up. And much more ahead. Some people don't adopt because they don't know where to start. DHS walks us through 5 easy steps. Welcome back. There is an extreme need in the state for foster families to provide homes for the children while they're in transition. THV 11's Denise Middleton has the story of Heroes in Ashdown, a couple who's fostered literally hundreds of children. The Hamiltons say they make sure all the kids also get to experience family vacations. The kids say it makes them feel very special and part of a real family. We're back after this. Welcome back to our Place to Call Home special, Finding Forever. One thing common among all children, the quest to find fun. At the Museum of Discovery, our own Craig O'Neill ran into 6 siblings who hit the jackpot. We want to say special thanks to the Museum of Discovery for having those foster children out there. They obviously had a blast. We'll be back after this. Since we started our partnership with DHS back in 2009, we've shared dozens of stories. And one thing all of these children have shared with us, the hope they have. We've posted many of these stories on our website, thv11.com. For A Place to Call Home, I'm Dawn Scott. Thank you so much for watching.